season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the SMU Mustangs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. We'll put toe to leather and we'll get started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Give out of the gun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Punt is in the air. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. To throw, it's Raiola. Now adjusting. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Quick strike complete. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Husker! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Just enough there to get it to the 25 and pick up a 2.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To the air, it's Hawkins. Fires to the big fella. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
They'll move the tight end. Looks as if he's going to run it. Ran through the contact. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Those fullbacks are grown men. Those guys are constantly hitting linebackers and blocking the whole entire game. So when you get a chance to give the big boy the ball, it's always, and you know what it is? It's a morale boost for everybody on the whole field. Everybody gets jacked up that he finally gets to touch the football.
The Mustangs are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. Turning it on. Touchdown Mustangs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Great place to start for this offense. Using his feet. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, SMU.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing, to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. They're trailing by 9 to Texas. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Cornhuskers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Makes the grab. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And the offense sees man-to-man and right away trying to attack that slant route. Like, make an easy pitch and catch, but how about the coverage? Nice coverage on the back end, staying in his hip pocket and getting his hand on the football.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the catch on the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Power football with the run. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Brings up 2nd down.
The Huskers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quarterback sneak wedging himself into the line. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play.
14, Nebraska, 7.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch, it's Ives. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
To the air on 2nd down. Unloads it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often. downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Parks it out of the air. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. That's why you never assume the first guy's going to make the tackle, and you have to keep running to the football.
Man, it's something you highlight every single week in defensive meetings. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Take the correct angle. Nice job. First guy misses. Second guy gets him on the ground, forces the 4th down, throws that fist up in the air.
SMU Mustangs will take over. 1st and 10.
Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's caught. It's 9. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Quick completion to the right. Breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
They want to run this quarterback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
On the play. 2nd down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Just a short pass to the tight end. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Calls his own number. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Motion from the back. They'll power it inside with the fullback.
Brings up 2nd down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. That's reeled in. It's Knight. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
On the move, it's Robinson. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
1st and goal, SMU.
And the Mustangs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Mustangs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Using the quick game. Touchdown Mustangs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Baylor has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air, it's Raiola. Got it in the middle, it's Charles. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use his speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing on the run. Oh, he dropped it. ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket, and good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. To the air, it's Raiola. He's looking deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing it away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Big fullback's got it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Nebraska, 7.
And the Mustangs will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on 3rd down.
The Cornhuskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Now the play fake. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the 3rd quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
And that's disappointing for this offense. I mean, you talked about it at halftime. Like, we got to come out, start fast. We're trailing. Got to put some drives together, some possessions, and they come out on the first drive and kind of flounder around. This defense is going to have to step up.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
The Mustangs can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the run, it's Robinson. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
Finding open areas. Got the first down and more. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back back-to-back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Sends it back in motion. Give to the fullback. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. And the Mustangs are flying down the field. This is a designed run. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Mustangs are threatening on 1st and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, SMU!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Rolling, throwing, looking right.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Huskers will call on their punt team. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Firing to the right, complete. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They'll send the tight end in motion. on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Loses 3. Now.
And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They punt it away on 4th down. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. I think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Rolling right and going deep.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Gonna take a shot. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Might be calling a hot route. Here they're trying to get to the edge. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Here's a heat. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Running the red zone. It's Robinson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Got his man quickly. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And we'll start the 4th quarter by trying to boot a 3 through there. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. kick is short, and he's going to try to make something happen.
And I love that the field goal block unit was prepared. They had a guy back deep. They understood it was a long field goal. And, Jesse, how about making a play as a field goal kick team, basically a kickoff team going and making a tackle?
Yeah, they were saying, we're not doing kick six. This isn't Auburn, Alabama back in the day. And the big fellas up front, it's the offensive linemen that have to get out there and make a tackle. You're right, that was impressive.
Leaves it with the running back. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Makes the catch. It's Ives. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here, Will.
It's complete. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Cornhuskers are on the move. The play action fake. He uncorks one deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. The Huskers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Nebraska.
And, man, that was a nice job by the tight end, finding the soft spot in the defense in the end zone on that TD.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. This quarterback part of their running game.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Hand off from the shotgun. He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
Looking for a man, it's Hawkins. Swings it out to his running back. Got some room under the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
SMU 34. Nebraska.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a deep man. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, they're after him. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Huskers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in at the 40. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.